Good morning, kids, and welcome to Faithbook PH. I am Sir Marlon, and I will be your teacher for today. So, good morning, kids. Kamusta? How are you today? Today is Friday, and I hope that you are doing well. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, kids. Good morning to your siblings and to your mommies and daddies. So, for today, kids, let Teacher Marlon be your teacher for this morning, and I will be happy to be your faith friend starting today. So, kids, Sir Marlon has a question for you today. Are you ready to listen to my question? Okay, here it goes. Kids, are you a taker, someone who takes, or are you a giver, someone who gives and shares to our other classmates, to our siblings, to our friends, to our mommies and daddies, to our neighbors, anything. So which one are you, kids? Are you a taker who takes everything in and do not give to anyone else? Or are you a sharer or a giver who gives everything to your siblings and to everyone else, especially to your family? So before we proceed to that, before you give me your answer, if you are a taker or a giver, let me show you something. Okay? So, are you familiar with the close open exercise? That's right. Of course. Okay, so close open exercise. Okay? So, kids, follow Sir Marlon. Bring out your hands like this. Okay, both of your hands. And chant with me. First, we will do close, open, close, open, close, open. Okay, are you ready? One more time. One, two, three, and go. Close, open, close, open, close, open. Oh, now you do it by yourself. Ready? I will count, okay? One, two, three, go. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Good job. So this is close, open. Taas ng kamay. Raise your hand if you remember doing it when you were still a kid, when you were this small. Nung ganito pa tayo kaliit. Raise your hand if you remember doing it. The close, open. But Sir Marlon, why do we do the closed open? What does it teach us? What do you think, kids? What does the closed open exercise teaches us? Ano ba ang itinuturo nito sa atin? What do we learn from this exercise? Let us think. What do we learn from doing the closed open exercise? How about you, kids? Do you know the answer? That's right. Good job. So the closed open exercise, it teaches us to always keep our hands open. Okay? It teaches us to always open our hands. But why? Why do we need to open our hands? So let me share something to you, kids. Okay, so listen. Imagine that God brings you or provides you with blessings. So let's take, for example, these candies. Okay, for example, these candies. These candies will represent God's blessings to us, to you, dear kids. Okay? So imagine these are the blessings, okay? So these different candies will be the representation or the blessings that God will provide us. Okay, so going back, so why do we need to keep our hands open? For example, when God gives us a blessing, we have our hands open so that we can receive the blessing. Right? Why? Because if we close our hands, we cannot receive the blessing. It will not be taken into our hands because our hands are closed. But if we keep our hands open, we can receive the blessing that God will give us. And what else? Kids, for example, God gave you a blessing. but you close your hand. You take the blessing, but do not share it with others. You close your hands. Now, can you see the blessing inside my hand? No, because you are closing your hand. Because Sir Marlon is closing his hand, you cannot see the blessing inside it, right? But if I open my hands, and if you open your hands, you will be able to see the blessing inside it. That's right. That's why we open our hands so we can share it to others. Okay, remember? Are you a taker who closes his hands? Or are you a giver who share his blessings to other people? Okay? So one more thing. Why do we open our hands? Because, for example, God gave us a blessing and we chose to close our hand and not share to other children. When God will give you another blessing, you will not be able to receive it because your hands are closed. Now, because we choose to open our hands and share our blessings to other people, when God gives us more blessings, we can receive those blessings even more because our hands are open. Just like this. Because our hands are open, you can see the blessings on my hand. You can see the blessings that I can share to my siblings, to my friends, to my families, to my classmates. You will be able to share these blessings to everyone around you. So that is why we choose to always open our hands. So kids, let me ask you once again. Are you a taker who takes everything and do not share with others? Or are you a giver who open his hands and share his blessings to other people? Okay? So give me a thumbs up if you are a giver. Good job. Very well done, kids. Thank you for choosing to be a giver. Remember, God is very happy when you, kids, and everyone else choose to be a giver and share His blessings to everyone else. Remember, a taker or a giver. Always choose to be the giver. Because when you give, you bring happiness to other people. Okay? So good job, kids. Thank you for choosing to be a giver. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. Okay, now kids, I know that you are studying right now. So Sir Marlon has an activity for you. Okay? So bring out a pencil and a piece of paper. Go on ahead. Bring out a pencil and a piece of paper. And because you chose to say yes to Jesus, to share your blessings with others, I want you to write on that piece of paper. Are you ready? Raise your pencils if you're ready. Raise your papers if you are ready. Okay, let's wait for our classmates, our dear faith friends. Okay, ready your pens and paper? Okay, here we go. Okay, write on your paper, because I have extra blessings, I want to share it to other people. I can share any extra clothes that I do not wear. I can share extra toys that I don't play with anymore. I can share extra food. And I can share anything else that will bring happiness to other people. Because God is always giving me blessings. Did you get that? Okay, so write it down on your paper, kids. Fold it And then we will pray about it later during our first Friday Mass. So keep it safe, kids. The paper that you wrote your prayer in, keep it safe. And of course, kids, if you do not have any extra clothes or extra toys to share with, you can still be a giver. How? We can pray for those who are in need. By praying, by sharing a prayer for them, we are actually being a giver. We are sharing our prayer intentions for those who are in need. So kids, remember, be a giver. Share and pray for those who are in need. Okay? Good job, kids. Hands up if you're ready. Okay? I am ready to be a giver. Good job, kids. Great. Give yourselves a round of applause. And with that, kids, again, I am Sir Marlon. And starting today, again, I am your faith friend. With that, please be ready for our first Friday Mass and Holy Spirit Mass live at San Gil Montessori Casa, Batangas. Thank you, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye!